Alright. So you want me to take the first pick or you? Alright, so it'll go SmackDown, NXT, Raw. So Raw will round it up. So welcome everybody to Universe Mode Season 2, Episode 1, The Draft. Now, just because this is going to be a brand split does not mean they're going to have separate rivalries the whole time. We'll have some rivalries intersecting both brands. So it's not like they're permanently separated. But this allows them to be branched out so then I won't get caught up in trying to fit every single person in. I can fit them in where I need them to be. So it breaks it down for me. So I'm joined by a shout out to your channel, which is there you go. So we're gonna play as our first two picks or our first picks. So SmackDown, you're up. What is going to be the first overall pick? Oh, by the way, before I start, champions, the Intercontinental Champion and the big champions are automatically drafted. So not the tag team champions. I'm talking about World Heavyweight, IC Champion, United States, WWE, NXT, and NXT Television. So I'll put that in right now. I'll read this off to you. So, World Heavyweight Champion Samoa Joe is already on SmackDown. Samoa Joe. IC is, of course, the King's utter bitter rival, Mr. Samuel. Or no, what am I talking about? I'm crazy. That's you. I'm kidding. No, I got you. I got you covered. Here we go. He's talking about him right here. King. So, those two. WWE Champion, of course, Matt King automatically put on Raw. The US Champion. Wow, I just noticed that both the King brothers will be on the same brand together. That was not my plan at all. So then, NXT Champion, of course, Yuri Yamashita. Actually, he went from the United States to the WWE title to the NXT Championship. Nah, he and Rollins were feuding. So Rollins and Baron Corbin had a fight, and they both put their titles on the line, and Rollins won both titles. So then Yuri Yamashita was given the NXT title shot. He won that. So then they both kept putting their titles on the line, and he won them both at the same time back, and then he lost the WWE Championship to Rollins. So I wouldn't say it's a downgrade. He was just bringing some prestige to the belt. So it's not bad. I am trying to pursue other rivalries. And to be honest, now you already have a huge name in NXT that people can recognize, at least. So when I bring in created players like, let's bring Adrian Galerto, and for example, the NXT Television Champion, people can recognize more and more names. So, those six. For SmackDown, you already have Samoa Joe and the King. So cue up your first pick for SmackDown. And by the way, Samuel Armstrong is available. Let me just say out the created players. Samuel Armstrong is up for grabs. Rob Van Dam is up for grabs. Mr. Samuel Not me. And CM Punk, Austin Aries, Apollo Crews, Brandon Parker, AJ Styles. Those are who are available. I'm still working on every other superstar if people are looking at that created list. So those guys. So Undertaker, pick number 1 for SmackDown, the biker version. Also, one half in Universe Mode, one half of the Tag Team Champions. Sorry, you're claiming half of that. So for NXT, we both have to come to agreement on who this is. And I would say Finn Balor, but he's been down there for a long time. He's been down there for a long time in Season 1. So, somebody who I think could be a familiar face for everybody and hasn't gotten much attention, Christian. I'm putting that up. I'm putting that up there. You can counter it with somebody else that you think may be better. NXT, we both had to be in agreement for NXT. Well, he does. I will add on that Zack Ryder does have a number 1 contendership for the Intercontinental Championship, the King's title. So not only do we have the King, Mr. Samuel, but Zack Ryder. But Zack Ryder can be, like I said, Zack Ryder can be drafted to another brand, but he has that Intercontinental Championship. So Zack Ryder is a pretty good idea. I like that a lot. And I think that will be our first pick for NXT. Nice. Man, this guy has been a pain. Or has been up and down. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. We're kind of doing something. So, this guy has been a very valuable and really hyped up WWE as of late. He started off with the United States title, a 2-time WWE champion in Universe Mode, I'm reading it off, and the winner of Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins. So, this comes back to you. Are we going to draft 20 people to each brand? $15. Alright. Yeah. Hey, man, it's all good. So, it's total... Alright. So, SmackDown is up next. Brock Lesnar going to SmackDown. And somebody who I think we can both, now we're on NXT, I think there's somebody that we can both agree on can go to NXT. Damian Sandow. Nice. I think Damian Sandow. Well, I have edited his attire. I made it look cooler. So we're both in agreement. Alright. See, we're making smart picks. So for Raw, you know, this is tough. This is very tough because there's so many people I can pick that I don't want you to steal. And I want to pick them before you. I gotta go with CM Punk, the best in the world. Sure. Wow, so Chris Jericho, the winner of the Royal Rumble, and the man that was not pinned in WrestleMania. Remember that. So he still has a potential title shot against Matt King's WWE Championship. Chris Jericho also a hardcore champion, one-time hardcore champion. So that puts SmackDown up to 3 picks. So for NXT, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. So could Chris? So what you're saying is Chris Jericho is being granted an opportunity by SmackDown. So I think we both can put NXT, this superstar, into agreement. This man, I dropped the ball on severely in Universe Mode Season 1, the first year of the calendar, and that's Neville. I feel like Neville needs to go to NXT to win a belt. Yeah, and then once he wins a championship, the NXT championship, it can catapult him up to maybe SmackDown or Raw to win a belt. So are you in agreement with that? Or do you got somebody better? Oh, I see. I got you. I'm showcasing it for everybody. So that's your proposal. Yeah, I've never showcased Tyson once in Universe Mode. I think that's a very good idea. And hello, viewer. I haven't forgotten about you. So Tyson Kidd, the 3rd pick for NXT. So we're already loading up on. So just a recap for SmackDown. Or wait, no, I'll wait till after I pick for Raw. So then we can recap. So I think this will be a good addition. And that is... who... this guy's already won enough championships, NXT championships, and I think it's time for him to pursue a bigger title. And he's held the NXT title twice in Universe Mode, twice. And he is the winner of the 2nd annual Money in the Bank, and he won it at the end of Season 1 for Universe Mode, and that is Finn Balor. And remember, he can cash in on any champion, not just on Raw, but on SmackDown and NXT. It is up to him, completely up to him. So just to recap. So for SmackDown, we have the World Heavyweight Champion, Samoa Joe, the Intercontinental Champion, The King, one half of the tag team titles, Undertaker the biker version, Brock Lesnar, and Chris Jericho. NXT, Yuri Yamashita, the NXT Champion, Adrian Galerto, the NXT Television Champion, Zack Ryder, Damian Sandow, and Tyson Kidd. For Raw, the WWE Champion Matt King, the United States Champion Davis King, Rollins, Punk, and now Finn Balor. So, here comes pick number 4 total that we have selected. Mikey Whipwreck, my Mikey Whipwreck. Man, he won the Intercontinental Championship once in season 1 and fell apart. Like I dropped the ball on him, never really gave him a title shot again. So, for now for NXT, I don't know. This is tough now. Neville, let's go back to Neville. Neville's a good idea. He's a very familiar face for NXT. I think it's a very good idea. Yeah. No, if he wins the NXT title, maybe we'll bring him up to SmackDown or something. Yeah. So Neville, we're both in agreement. Alright, so for Raw. Come on. You know, this is somebody I think it's a very good idea to bring in. Oh, come on. You all really bought into that. It's Rob Van Dam, the hardcore champion. Yeah, RVD. But remember, he defends his title against any person. Yeah, he is hardcore champion. He's the hardcore champion. Yeah. Alright, so your pick. You're up. Ooh. Dean Ambrose pick number 5 for SmackDown. 7 in total. But we are going up to no, we're picking 15. Yeah, so we'll each have 17 in total. It's all good. So, for SmackDown, I believe, or for NXT, my fault, Tyler Breeze. I'm saying it right now. Tyler Breeze. Yeah. Yeah. We need a veteran in there somewhere. Oh, I was about to say. So Tyler Breeze. All right. And I gotta go with this one. Oh man, I gotta counter your Undertaker, and I gotta take the other half of the tag team champions, and that is, sorry, I'm trying to scroll them to show everybody. Kane, 2001 version. And he is the other half of the tag team champions. So now we have the tag team champions split. No, no, no. We're just, like I said, they can be on separate brands, but they're still going to be together. They can still have title matches together. Trust me, we're not gonna have the whole Vince McMahon thing where we're permanently separating them. They're the tag team champions. Tag team champions will come in and defend against whoever we want to oppose them. So, and I believe it is, yep, it's SmackDown's 6th pick now. Daniel Bryan, man, he's making his big return. Two-time World Heavyweight Champion, Daniel Bryan going to SmackDown. And I'm reading off the Universe Mode stats for anybody that's still confused. Man, how am I gonna counter that one? I gotta go with. You know, I'd rather not say this man's name because you could find better use to him. But man, I gotta go with. Oh yeah, it is NXT. What am I talking about? I'm saying Kalisto. He's already one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions. I mean, no shame in that. That's his first championship. Sin Cara and him haven't been on Universe Mode much, and they had a great. It was a short but phenomenal match in NXT. You never know. So for Raw, you know, I'd rather not say. You already just mentioned him. You just mentioned him. I would rather not say because he is because that man's a 3-time United States champion. I'd rather not bring him to Raw to just win another United States title. I'm gonna pick Kevin Owens. Yep. Oh my gosh. Edge. A one-time tag team champion in Universe Mode, and I didn't get the chance to read off the stats for Kevin Owens. He is a 2-time United States champion. Yeah, that's. So I gotta say, let's for NXT Murphy. All right, Blake, it is. They're tag teams. All right, so my pick. Ooh. Yeah, I think it's time that I think it's time that this man comes to Raw. He's been on SmackDown. Yeah. No, we don't. We don't draft pick the women. No, it's just Fine, whatever. I've been exposed. I think that this man. I'm not gonna say his name to you because maybe you will pick him. He was the former world heavyweight champion before he was beat by Samoa Joe. but I think he's still. I still think he should have revenge on Samoa Joe. So I won't say that. It's up to your discrepancy. No, not Mr. Samuel. The other Samuel. Yeah, he holds the record in universe mode for the longest title reign. I still haven't picked yet. I said that I'm thinking about him. I'm gonna pick. Gotta go with Sami Zayn. You can't have Kevin Owens without Sami Zayn, and they're not done. And gosh, man. You just picked a good one. He is a one-time United States champion and the King of the Ring winner of Season 1 of Universe Mode. Very smart move. Well, we're doing NXT next. Ooh. So, I think for NXT, let's just get the other one out of the way, Murphy. So my pick number 8 for me out of 15. Ooh, I gotta go with. Man, I really don't want to take that champion. The last singles champion. That's the European champion. I'm actually gonna go with a wild card here. I don't think anybody's gonna see this one coming. That's The Rock. Yeah. Wow. One half of D-Generation X, Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. The man that DX did lose to the Brothers of Destruction at WrestleMania. And remember, Michaels is a one-time hardcore champion, and I believe a one-time European champion. I believe. I'm gonna go with that. I know that he was a hardcore champion. I don't know about the hardcore or the European. Because The Rock was the first European champion. Wow, I keep confusing them. So for NXT, man, I think Hideo Itami. He hasn't been on once in Universe Mode, so I think it's time for Hideo Itami to make himself known. Or no, he did show up. It was on Brooklyn. What am I talking about? But yeah, that is a good idea. He only showed up for one episode, but that's a good idea. That's a good move on our part. So for pick number 9 to wrap up round 9 for Raw, man, I've got some good talent. Man, who would I go for? I'm actually gonna pick Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin, one-time NXT champion in Universe Mode. I think doing this will be a huge push for him for going to Raw, because then he can pursue a lower title or a bigger title than the NXT Championship. So that wraps up round 9, going to round 10, 2/3 of the way home. Ooh, somebody really wants Mikey Whipwreck in Universe in NXT. Putting over people in Extreme Rules matches. It's not a bad idea. It's not a terrible idea. But as you were saying for the 10th pick. Oh, man. My greatest rival in Universe Mode. Mad Lauder 53. Triple H, a one-time World Heavyweight Champion. One-time European Champion. In Universe Mode. Triple H. One of my greatest nemesis. And I got the battle. I had the honor of stepping between the ropes and fighting him at Survivor Series. Which my team did win. Remember that. Whoa, you're picking 2 people in a row? Let me guess, Mr. Samuel. Stone Cold. Christian. No, it wasn't. We never made a decision on it. We countered it with Zack Ryder. Why? No. Why? He's a 2-time WWE champion. John Cena in Universe Mode. Dude, he's gonna have so many squash matches against everybody. Although to be fair, that would be a good rivalry for Yuri Yamashita. Gosh. He would be if we put him on NXT though, he's gonna run roughshod right through everybody. No. SmackDown and Raw has already stacked up superstars to the point where we can have guys to oppose Cena on SmackDown and Raw. Yeah, hold on. If let's just put this what if Raw and SmackDown picks Samuel Armstrong. Samuel Armstrong ripped him up in 6 minutes. A 6-minute squash match on Cena. Alright, for anybody watching, put down in the comments, Christian or John Cena. I want to hear your vote right now so we can move on with this. Christian or John Cena for NXT. Because I'm not budging on Christian. I want Christian. Gosh. Yeah, but Christian can fit really well in NXT. John Cena's gonna kill everybody in NXT. He's gonna plow through everyone. You know what I can do, because this is my universe mode. We can draft an NXT and trade him. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He can be beneficial to NXT. He doesn't have to be that. He doesn't have to be the guy that, even if he does win the NXT championship, he can hold it and have people like, come out and do an NXT Open Challenge or whatever. And he can really put over guys, and especially say if someone's able to defeat him, like Neville or Zack Ryder or somebody, they would look strong doing it. So yeah, John Cena going to NXT. He can be, he can literally be the measuring stick. Now we're gonna stick with John Cena for number 10. So we got 5 more. Well, after I pick for Raw, and I'm gonna do this really quickly, or we're gonna start blazing through this. All right. So I'm gonna pick. This guy really needs to be here. Samuel Armstrong. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. That's my Raw pick. All right. All right. So we already agreed that Christian would be next on NXT. So Christian at number 11. Already a good pick. So now down to Raw. I'm gonna go with. Starting to run low on people. I'm seeing it now. I'm actually gonna go with DDP, Diamond Dallas Page. All right, 4 more picks. Let's go through this. You are up. Bray Wyatt. So if we're gonna have John Cena in NXT, why not add Batista to the list? Have somebody to oppose him. All right. So that actually puts somebody else pretty strong in NXT. So down to Raw for number 12. I'm thinking Stone Cold, the European champion. So that's pick number 12. Yep. Number 13. Sure. All right. So NXT, I'm proposing Enzo Amore. You agree? All right, because I think the rest of these NXT superstars we can come to an agreement on pretty quickly without any debate now. So for Raw, I'm picking Sting. Yep. Still haven't picked Mr. Samuel yet. Ooh, ouch. Shane O'Mac. Shane O'Mac for pick number 14. So that means we're down to just 2 more picks for NXT. I'm saying big cast right now for NXT. Yeah, we're wrapping up NXT pretty nicely. I think I got one. I got one good one for the final good one for NXT next after this one. So for Raw, I gotta go with. You know, somebody just stand up to Armstrong, and that's Big Show. The only man that's ever beaten him in single competition in history. Alright, so for SmackDown, their final pick, what is it going to be? Sure, go right ahead. I'll need to download them. So his name is The Dream. No. Alright. So for NXT custom guy, Brandon Parker. Brandon Parker. Oh wait, now that I think about it, hold on one second. Better yet, AJ Styles. AJ Styles for NXT. Let's put him down. We can add that custom guy later. So for Raw, Mr. Samuel to wrap it up. Mr. Samuel, the final pick for Raw. Yep. So, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the continuation of Universe Mode. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, Suit Up Guardians, thank you, man, for helping out. We'll see you all next time for the next episode. Thank you.